Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go, Mike. Right, 80! Hey, let's calm down. Hey.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's go!
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch 54. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Recon, 132 fighter.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. This complete to Jones. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Yeah, that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
It's now 4th down.
So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Joker, 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 Joker.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Jamie Collins makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
We got to get the ball. Tight. Let's go.
On 1st down, Singletary. And some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
Mike 51.
Hey, defense.
1st and 10 at the
Kill.
30-yard line.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 29, Allen. He's got Gore. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Go.
At their own 32-yard
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run with Michelle, and 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Brady caught by the tight end Watson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Ed Oliver. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Brady. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a third and long here.
Mike, 49. Watch the pay.
66. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Malcolm.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's just me and you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Ready?
51's the Mike. Switch up, switch up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
Tyler Kroft, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters, and how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's White.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, Michel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike, 20. 49. I don't think you got it, son. Alert.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
72.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards.
And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Start Latulippe. Able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Here's Brady.
Check.
And he's going to go down again. And Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now a run with Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He wasn't ready.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Man up, D. Man up.
Here's Allen to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jamie Collins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. Now Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Brady gives this to White. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
49.
From the gun, it's Brady.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Got his man. That's Harry. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's go.
To N'Keal Harry. A gain of 21 yards.
Wait, that's 20.
First down, Patriots.
I got it. Hey, Alabama.
Brady now on 1st down. Slant route caught by Edelman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down,
Wait,
New
that's
England.
53.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Brady. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Watch the slack.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 13-yard line.
Wait, set 29. Alpha.
49. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. He's scared.
Go Bandit.
Mike's 49.
Hey, Zoo.
49.
I'm coming.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Sugar.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
In your face.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Wait, set wide, Eddie.
49's the mic.
I'm coming.
Rip.
I'm coming.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 49.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
To throw again on second down. Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
4 yards to go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gostkowski's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Wait, 20.
49's the mic. All day. All day.
Check. Watch out.
61, matchbox lights.
Mike's 49.
53, land down.
From midfield, here's Brady.
You.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
Wait, 20.
Watch the run.
49, check 49, check 49.
The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check 37, check 37.
Shadow.
Brady now to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Check it, reload. Come on.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, first down.
It's a gain of 11
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Pick it up, defense.
Pass 85, pass 85.
Sponge, no.
Play action. Now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Let him know, let him know.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The 12-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
53, Linda.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Hey, Delta.
You're not ready. Check.
Rip.
From the gun, Brady. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Yeah, baby. That's my boy.
Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Switch.
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
At their own 20-yard
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Down 80.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught. Jones. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Allen now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Allen, he's going to go deep for Beasley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
On 2nd and 9, Allen being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Here's Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
The Patriots take over.
We got
first
this.
and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I smell fear in that offense.
Now a play fake. Brady throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Got a man. It's Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the run? They're running it. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. A strong running.
Go,
Ooh, the juke.
Run.
And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. 1st target, 1st catch, and a 1st down.
Right here. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Allen off the play fake. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Michael Bennett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pick it up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will be caught by Brown. A gain of 22.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up enough. First, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Get him, boys!
Jonathan Jones on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Gore.
Watch the screen!
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Mike's 56.
You must be dreaming.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second and a long way to go. Osweiler. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Osweiler. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20.
Let's go, baby.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrating. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Crown 80!
58's the mic.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son! You gonna see me in your nightmares!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New England, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go